Now, you donated to your sister.
Yes.
When you heard, what was your reaction to
Her
the
going on
news?
dialysis?
Or her, yeah.
Well, the initial reaction was, wow. Like, it was a long time from 2006 until that I need to go on dialysis. It was like a breaking period. So I really thought that everything was fine with her, you know? So a lot of times, you know, when you're going through something, she, I guess, waited until she got that notice before she kept saying, no, I'm still dealing with this. No, I'm, you know, and I don't even know if she was dealing with any of that. But so it came as a, wow. So what's the next step? And she said, I'm probably gonna need a transplant. And so my question was, can you be alive and give somebody a kidney? Like can you get a kidney? I always thought that you had to wait for someone to die before you can get a transplant. That's what I thought, you know. And she was like, yeah, you can be a living donor. And I said, I'll do it. And she was like, I mean, I'm not saying you have to. I didn't say that you even asked. I just said, I'll do it. You know, I got you. And that's how that came about. It really was no thought. I didn't think about anything. I didn't call her the next day. It was really, I got you. I'll do it. Like, what do I need to do?
Well, was there something specific going on with you to where you were like, hey,
oh, yes.
I want to do this. I need to do this.
Yeah. So she mentioned I was living in Virginia. It was a whole situation. In the middle of a breakup with someone, it was kids involved. I now had a kid involved with this situation. We became homeless, kinda. They stayed on the floor of someone's house, but I was a corrections officer. So my hours were different. So by the time I got off work, the house was shut down, everyone was asleep. So there was plenty of nights that I was in the car. My baby was safe, but I was in the car. And so at that point, I needed to move anyway. You know, I can't be without my kid sleeping in somebody's car or taking him around joy rides during the day because that's someone else's house. So that's how it was for a couple of weeks. And so this was even before the diagnosis. So at first I was gonna stay down there, just figure it out. But ironically, God was saying, you gotta go. You gotta go, right? And I didn't know what it's for. He was like, this is life or death. You have to go. And so I went up there. This is before she even said, I need a kidney. So I went up there. I don't know what this is for. I was oh my gosh, it was the worst, the darkest time of my life. To be with a kid at your mom's house with no job, no income, you know, people stressing out to, you know, we need this baby to go to daycare. And just to hear, it was so chaotic. So I was chaotic, my inside was chaotic. And I'm looking like, God, like you say this is life or death, like this is really, like what is happening?
Where's the life?
Yeah, and so when she said that, like you said, it was a click, boom, that's my purpose. That was the life or death. And not only that, I was suicidal. So me being around family, that was the life or death. And so to me, it was nothing to think about. That's my purpose. I came up here. One, you know where I'm in my darkest space. So you know my family is gonna really rally around in your darkest hour. And then two, she's going through her thing. That's my purpose. That's why I'm here. And that became the focus. It was no longer writing suicide notes. It was no longer, I'm gonna take my life, you know, because it was very present. I actually tried. Before this whole thing, I literally tried. And God was like, we're not doing that. So I was mad at him, you know, like I can't even do that right, you know?
Yeah.
And then boom, this happens. That's my purpose.